Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another Wizarding Trunk unboxing. I have the Year 3 box, which of course is themed after the Prisoner of Azkaban. So that is really exciting. So yeah, let's get into the video. All right, so the box design itself, we have, of course, Sirius's Azkaban prisoner number reference. It says the owlery. We have a wax seal, and yeah, it seems that Sirius's prisoner number is the only sort of main artwork on this one. And I'm ready today with my little Marauders mapped themed blazer, which is perfectly on theme, which is actually a happy coincidence. So yeah, let's dig into the box. Okay, right off the bat, this is what I am seeing. So as you can see, it is full to the brim with goodies, so I'm excited to dig in. Okay, what should I start with first? Okay, I'll go with, oh, this is like some large metal item. Okay, so I'll go with what's in this curious little black velvet pouch. Like it feels like a hard metal item, maybe like a sign. Oh yeah, it is a sign. Oh, that's cool. So this is a little black metal welcome sign that I believe is themed from the Hog's Head or some sort of pub theme. So that's pretty cool. And I guess these little holes here, what would let you hang it up. Although I'm sure like a screw would also like hook on in there. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Moving along. Okay, so then I have this curious long flat black box. What do we have? Oh, that's cool. So that is a bit of a morbid item, but interesting nonetheless. So that is the Executioner's Axe that was almost used on Buckbeak. So that's kind of scary, but interesting. I've never seen a box do an item like this. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Maybe just decoration or maybe even like a letter opener. We'll have to check the spoiler card later to make sure what the use of this is. Okay. Okay, so we have then this curious little silver box, which I know what this is going to be based on what we got in the other 2 years. It's definitely going to be a little jewelry charm. I'm just wondering when they're going to give like the bracelet for this, maybe like in the year 7 box after they've given all the charms. But it would be cool like if they gave the bracelet from the first box, that way you can start wearing the charms right away. I mean, I have a bracelet I can use already for these, which I really want to hook them on and wear them, but if someone didn't have a bracelet, it would be great if they included it from the first box. Oh wow, that's so nice. So we have a little stag Patronus charm. As usual, if stuff are hard to see, small items, I'll insert photos where you guys can get close-ups. So that is really nice, honestly. I'm excited to see the full assembled final product of this bracelet once we've gotten all the charms. I think it's going to be really nice, honestly. And like I mentioned in my previous video, I like that they made them all silver toned. I think it makes it, a little bit more classy, even sort of, dare I say, more magical because, the silver is like really shiny and metallic. Okay, lots of things are popping out at me. I will go with this curious little item. This feels like a shot glass. Okay, so this is like a little mixing cup. That's actually pretty cool. It's metal. It has little graduated ounce measurements inside. It has like a little bramble and bramble cauldron, mushrooms, fungi, some like herbs. There's a lot of nice details on it. So that's actually pretty cool. I don't have a mixing cup of this size, so that's going to be useful. All right, now what is this? So this looks like a record. It says The Marauders Born to Be Wild, Volume 1. Then there's actually a list of tracks on the back. It says side 1 and side 2, and they have cool names: Managers of Mischief, Under the Willow, Full Moon's Reflection, Forever Footprints, Mischief in the Moonlight. And then for side 2, Chasing Stars, Here We Go Again, Living for the Night, The Sound of Howling, and then bonus track. Okay, so let's open that up. Oh, actually, let's talk about more of the artwork on the front. So we have the Whomping Willow, and then of course with the Marauders, we've got the stag, we've got the rat, we've got the werewolf, and the dog, of course, representing Lupin, Sirius, James Potter, and Wormtail. Okay, so we have the record. Here it is. We have the design on both sides. I wonder if this is like would actually play music. I'm gonna lean with no, but that would be really, really cool if it did. I'm guessing this is just supposed to be like a prop display, but we'll verify later with the cheat sheet. Okay. Okay, next we know what this is based on the previous boxes. This is going to be their sort of collectible keychains that they do in a lot of their boxes, and they've done every single time in this box. Actually, no, that's not true. They didn't do it in year 1, but they did it in year 2. Okay, so it says Unlocking Magic. It's a really cool black box with the metallic silver foiling. Well, that's cool. Okay, so this is Leaky Cauldron themed. So we have this with the cauldron that has the little dent in it, and then like the ram with the skeleton key detail. And that wasn't that obvious to me that it was Leaky Cauldron, but then I saw these two charms. This is a little room tag charm, which says LC Room 11. So for sure, Leaky Cauldron, Room 11. And then we have this one, which is instantly recognizable to me as the little cauldron sign that we see sticking out of the shop. It's the little witch stirring her cauldron. So that's pretty cool. And actually, I feel like what would be a cool idea for this, honestly, rather than keep it on the keyring, is like maybe put it on a bracelet or a necklace. And that would be kind of like cool, subtle fandom merch. I think that'd be interesting. I think I'm going to do that with mine, honestly. Okay, so then it comes with the keyring, which you can assemble the keychain on. So let's do that. Remember from last time, this was really hard to open. Oh, there you go. Okay, you just push it up and out. Okay, so then we have the main key. Just slide that right on. The Leaky Cauldron one and the witch. And then close it up. And there you have your magical little keyring. So it's pretty cool, honestly. These are always really well made. They're like metal. They have a hefty weight to them. They feel nice and sturdy, and it does feel, realistic to a magical key. So that's pretty cool. Okay, moving along, guys. Okay, then we have this interesting box, which I feel like is going to be a potion, and I love Wizarding Trunks potions. They always look so magical and cool and are amazing displays for your shelves. It's definitely a potion. Oh, wow. That is, well, that's really stunning, honestly. Okay, so we have Wolfsbane Potion, which is, of course, on theme with what Professor Lupin needs to drink. Okay, so we have this beautiful, like, royal blue, deep purple, indigo, shimmery liquid. That is just totally mesmerizing to look at. Hope that's catching on the camera, but that's really gorgeous. And then it says Pure Blood Apothecary Wolfsbane, and then we have this really pretty artwork with the wolf howling at the moon. We have the wax sealed top with the Wolfsbane plant, and then we have this little charm of a wolf howling to a moon. That is really, really nice, honestly. Definitely going on my shelves. Oh my gosh, tongue tied. 2 thumbs up for me on this one. Okay. Okay, we have like 3 big boxes left and some other assorted smaller items. So let's see. Okay, this is like kind of heavy. Let's see what this is. Oh, I think this is a candle. Yeah, it's definitely a candle. That's really cool. Okay, so this is a Sirius Black themed candle, as you can see by Sirius Animagus, and it says The Godfather, 100% soy, hand poured. Okay, so let's give it a sniff. It's really good, honestly. It's like a men's cologne type of smell. I personally love those types of smells. I would rather have like a masculine cologne scent than something sugary any day, honestly. These are like my go-tos. Like, for example, Mahogany Teakwood from Bath and Body Works. If you haven't smelled that, it's like amazing, honestly. That's really nice, honestly. And it's nice that it's 100% soy, so you know it's like safe to burn and stuff. So I really like that. This to me, we received a candle in the year 2 box as well. It was like petunias pudding, but that candle is just way too precious for me to even burn because I know it's going to make all the wax like run on the side and then make it not displayable. But this is like, you know, more of a simple design, so I'm definitely going to be burning this one. Okay, one kind of big box here. So let's see what we've got. Oh wait, let's give it a shake. I'm not hearing anything. Okay. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, so we have an Aunt Marge little ornament of when she's in her blown up state. It's actually really heavy. That is hilarious. So we've got all the details with like her torn clothes and everything. This is gonna be like hilarious hanging on my tree for Christmas. It literally looks like Aunt Marge is just floating away. That's so funny. Reminds me of Fudge. We don't send people to Azkaban, Harry, for blowing up their aunts. Hilarious. That's hilarious, honestly. Okay, moving on from that. Okay, so we just have one more bigger item and then the paper items and 2 smaller items left. Okay, this opens like sideways. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. And I've always wanted this in my collection. You guys are going to flip. It's Professor Lupin's skeleton candlestick. That is so cool. Open this up. I wonder if this is a real candle or a display. Does it smell like anything? It does actually kind of smell like something. There is a wick in here, and it appears that it's like a real wick going all the way through. Again, I don't think I would burn this, but at the same time, with the way that this looks and like the whole Professor Lupin's classroom vibe, burning it and then getting little wax striplets could be part of the vibe and actually make this look cooler. So I'll have to see about that. But honestly, super happy with that. I always wanted one of Professor Lupin's candlesticks in my collection, and I don't have one. There was one like a few years ago from Litjoy Crate, but I never managed to get my hands on it, and I think it's long gone now. So really happy with this. Okay, then we have this curious little purple pouch. Seems like there's a sort of coin in here. Oh, that's cool. It's a night bus token for a free ride. Okay, so we've got the night bus. I believe the design is the same on both sides. Yeah, it is. So it says 1 free ride, any destination. Same design on both sides. It has a nice hefty weight to it. It's made out of metal. So that's cool. If ever you're in a pinch, you can summon up the night bus and make a quick getaway. Okay, and then we have a funny little pin of a spider with little rollerblades. This is going to be Ron's Bogart, the spider. So that's pretty funny, honestly. Like I've mentioned before, pin badges are not my favorite just because I don't really know like what to do with them. I have a pin board already, but it's full already. So yeah, this is cute, but not one of my favorites. Okay, so now we're down to the paper items and the spoiler card. Okay, so we have this super spooky Dementor art. This is cool, but honestly kind of too scary for me to display for my aesthetic. I think that this could be a good Halloween decoration, so I'm probably going to use it for that. Okay, and then we have the potion card, which these are always super cool. And this looks really pretty, honestly, for the Wolfsbane potion. So we've got the ingredients list, the utensils, and the directives. I always really love how Wizarding Trunk makes their potion cards look. I think it's really authentic and just really pretty, and I love the colors. I think it would be like a great DIY, you know, once you accumulate a couple of their potion cards, maybe like artfully display them in a frame. I've done that with some of my Mina Lima prints, and I think it could be a really good idea for this as well. So that might be a little DIY that I'll do in the future, and I'll post it if I do it. So stay tuned for that. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the little spoiler card. So it says Wizard Weekly Year 3. And as usual, it's double-sided. So we had the Bramble and Bramble potion measuring cup. That was the little shot glass. If I could just find that to show you guys. Okay, well, it's too messy over there. But we remember from before the shot glass. So it says the next item in this series, this measuring cup is perfect for measuring all your ingredients for your brews, designed by Wizardry Workshop. Okay, so number 2 was the Executioner's Axe. This axe was only used to slash a pumpkin, ... But you may be able to use it to cut into your magical and non-magical post packages. Exactly, so as I said, it's a letter opener, so that's pretty cool. Okay, number 3 is the Wolfsbane potion. This potion is used to help those suffering from lycanthropy. It allows them to keep their mind during the full moon transition, bottled by Pure Blood Apothecary. Number 4 was the inflated ornament. It would appear your ornament has started to inflate. Take care to ensure that it doesn't manage to float away. Okay, so number 5 is the Godfather candle. This candle smells of the Godfather with notes of bergamot, amber, and musk, and it was designed by Storm Sparrow and created by Incendio Candles. So that was a really cool item. So number 6 is the skating spider pin. We're not completely sure that this roller skating spider is any less terrifying than the original. Designed, by Lyra_illustrates. Number 7 was the free ride token. This token is valid for one free ride to any destination on land, designed by Dragonair Designs. Number 8 was the watercolor painting. You can research this creature and magical creatures A to Z. You can locate the Xylador on page 48 and learn all about this creature. Painted for us by Giza Graphics. Number 9, which was really cool, was the spinal column candle. This spinal column candle is used by those inflicted with lycanthropy to measure the passing hours before the full moon. As the candle burns down, it signals the approaching transformation and the need for preparation. While we suggest keeping this candle as a replica, when burning it, it smells of lavender, spearmint, chamomile for relaxation, calming anxiety, and mental clarity. Okay, that is a bunch of information I have never heard before. Is that canon? Let me know in the comments, guys. I feel like I've never heard of this before. The spinal column candle is literally used for people inflicted with lycanthropy to tell time till the next full moon. I don't know if I've been like living under a rock with that one, but I feel like I've never heard that before, and that's actually really cool and interesting. So you learn something new every day. It always amazes me how, even though I've been a fan for like literally since 2008, so many years, that I still discover like new information to this day, and I still catch new details in the movies, even though I've watched them like hundreds of times. Still catch new details in the book, new information like this. It's really amazing how detailed the universe is, and I think it's really cool that you can still find out something new as a huge fan. You know, it always keeps you like engrossed in the universe. Okay, so then number 10 is the Wolfsbane potion page. Another page taken from the Potion Master's Guidebook. This one teaches the brewing of the Wolfsbane potion, designed by Wizardry Workshop. Okay, Then we have number 11, the in-room key. Whether you're staying one night or unexpectedly for a few weeks, this key will get you into your room in the inn. And number 12 was the welcome sign. This sign welcomes everyone into the village, unless, of course, they choose less conventional avenues of travel to get there. Okay, so I guess the sign is supposed to be more of a Hogsmeade sign, not a Hogshead sign. Okay, then number 13 is the Stag bracelet charm. You have now received the third charm in this series. What do you think the next charm will be? Lots of good options for year 4 coming up, honestly. Okay, so number 14 was the vinyl record. This vintage vinyl album contains all of the Marauders' biggest hits celebrating mischief, friendship, and late night wandering. This displayable record was designed for us for Here Be Monster 28. So yeah, it's a displayable record, so it doesn't play songs, but still really cool. Okay, so that was all for the year 3 box. So I'll give an overall rating. I would say year 2 box was. Hey guys, so for some reason I realized the sound at the end of my video stopped working. Maybe my mic died, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm just gonna voice over the rest of the video. So basically what I was saying is I was giving an overall rating for the box. I gave it an overall rating of 8 on 10. And I was saying that my favorite box so far was still the year 2 box because I was just really loving that one. I really loved the Petunia pudding piece. I was blown away by the little Chamber of Secrets girls lavatory thing. But I was saying that I do really like the year 3 box as well, and that my favorite items were the skeleton candlestick, and I always wanted something like that in my collection. It's from Professor Lupin's classroom, and it's really cool. And that I do in general really love Wizarding Trunks potions and how beautiful and realistic they look. I think I was saying how I'm also really excited about the year 4 box, which is the one that's coming up next. I think I've mentioned a couple times before in previous videos how The Goblet of Fire is like basically my favorite of all the books / films. And there's just so many great opportunities for props in that one with the Triwizard Tournament, the Yule Ball, the other wizarding schools of Beauxbaton and Durmstrang. So super, super excited about that one. And that video is going to be coming up soon. I've actually received that box, so I just have to open it up and film it for you guys. So super stoked about that, honestly. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. It would be great if you like this video, if you could hit the like button. It always means a lot, as well as hitting the subscribe button down below to become a part of my magical family. So that's all for this video today, guys. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye.